Hola, chicas. Welcome to Encuentras Your Voice podcast, where Latina voices are amplified by sharing their powerful journeys from ancestry to authenticity, giving voice to generations past, often silenced or erased, while showcasing the aha moment of our guests when they embraced their authenticity and soared into success. I'm your host, Consuelo Crosby, here with you every Wednesday at a new time in this season 8. Given our expanding global audience, con gusto, we are dropping new episodes just after midnight on Wednesdays. So no matter where you are in the world, we are together, leaning into the valuable stories that resonate with you, adding a place of belonging, and sharing resources that may help make life just that much easier. Plus, meet your next best amiga after hearing their story every week. Coming to you today from our second studio. Yes, we have a second studio here on the Catalonian coast of Spain, right as Carnival is winding down to a close, although it's not quite over. With the same enthusiasm, we welcome in March and Women's History Month. We are shattering the old concept of "you probably never heard of her before" by holding space for women to share their journeys and showcase their legacy on this podcast and every platform that amplifies our voices. Because, ladies, we are making history every day. With every small step, with every accomplishment, struggle, sacrifice, this is your legacy. So let's not wait for decades to go by before recording our history. Because our collective voices can roar, silencing those voices of self-doubt and hesitation from within and broadcasting this worldwide. We are here, we are strong, we are community. This month, we're celebrating women redefining our spaces. From our own mindsets, to the workplace, to sports. Yes, women in sports. These women have taken the status quo through an evolution to what we can expect and even implement in our immediate future. Even today, remember, we are making history every day. Starting off strong next week, March 12th, with an empowering woman who for decades has helped Latinas redefine their mindset, leaving small thinking and doubts behind, and embracing their self-value in large abrazos and actions. Wendy Amada, thriving business and leadership coach, stands proudly with her Guatemalan and indigenous heritage as the source that reignited her passion for renewal after a devastating breakup. But she didn't pick up where she left off. Instead, she envisioned a new mindset for herself that led to her huge success. It's these strategies of action-based mindset mastery and emotional resilience that she applies to her coaching, leading her clients to break through overwhelm, gain clarity, and create real results. Find Wendy on Instagram Live every Wednesday, where she teaches you what it takes to reach her goals. Imagine the history that can be made if we all develop this skill set and step out into the world with that power that Wendy helps each of us to find within ourselves. I mean, it would be nonstop. We would have an hourly show 24/7 to highlight the impact of our stories. But if we're not there yet, and we're in the workplace, feeling neglected or dismissed or on the verge of corporate burnout, well, March 19th is for you. Tune into the compassionate and strong leadership skills of Georgette Cartagena. Georgette leverages her extensive background in human resources to work with companies on designing processes with their end user in mind, the employee. Yes, this is not the HR that you're used to at work. This is not the HR that sees you as a cog. No. She carries an understanding of us all in her words. Every person's why is different. It's in this core acceptance that Georgette weaves solutions that benefit all the parties involved, especially employees. She's like a bridge. Georgette brings her Puerto Rican heritage forward as founder of Algo Más HR, a consulting firm for businesses and employees alike, to learn how to implement their wants, but with an empathetic understanding of each other's needs. Georgette could apply her skills to practically every human experience. I tell you, if Georgette would run for political office, I would move to wherever she is to vote for her. And this is the time we really need a mindset like Georgette's to unify us, help us appreciate one another, and work together to create our best lives for ourselves and generations to come. Wrapping up our Women's History Month of redefining our spaces is a woman that not only broke through barriers, but has already built an entirely new ecosystem for the generations already here and ready to take on their leadership through her personal brand of KNN. Kelsey Nicole Nelson walks into spaces with a command to hold the door open for all, teaching us how to mentor community for success, all the while being her most authentic self. Kelsey comes from a strong lineage of Black excellence that inspires her to keep creating opportunity through her vision of a better world. Kelsey is a multi-award-winning journalist and renowned speaker who followed her passion of sports as a live broadcaster and reporter. Kelsey has covered some of the premier sporting events, including the WNBA Finals, NBA Finals, and the Super Bowl, interviewing the world's top athletes. Did you not know she was here? That's what we're talking about. And we're bringing her to you all in time for Women's March Madness at the end of the month, whose watching audience last year outpaced the men's. Just saying. Ecosystem. But Kelsey doesn't stop there. This multifaceted gem inspires developing minds as a professor at George Washington University School of Media and Public Relations in sports media, and shares how winning her beauty pageant title sharpened her, wait for it, public speaking skills. Yes. All of this comes from her deep authenticity expressed in her own words. What do you want to be remembered by? After listening to Kelsey, you may feel compelled to walk into the world with that light and positivity to inspire your own community. And as always, we do love our tasty tidbits of our guests' little unknowns, the beautiful sparkle that none of us could guess about them even after listening. It just goes to show you that getting to know someone takes time to listen and engage at a deeper level than just the work notes. So check out our show notes of this episode on where to discover each of these amazing women to learn more about them, their expertise, and how to reach out to them. And then lean into each of their episodes throughout the month and listen to your next best amiga. There you have it. The three queens that are leading the way this Women's History Month by showing us how to redefine our spaces into glorious community-based power, leaving behind the old mindset of doubt, hesitation, and feeling unseen, because these women have changed how we understand these spaces. We appreciate you sharing Encuentro as Your Voice podcast with your friends, family, and community to accentuate women's voices and stories throughout the world. Step into your truth, ladies. Ciao. We love that you have subscribed to this podcast and continue to champion women who understand the life of all things Latina. Be sure to follow and subscribe to the Encuentro as Your Voice podcast so you don't miss a single episode. They will automatically drop into your listening device each week, and we'd really appreciate if you take a moment to add to the reviews that we already have. Tell us what you like, tell us what you're hoping to hear, and we will get there. Share this with your friends and family to help us grow our comunidad, and keep following us on our social media to Encuentro as Your Voice We are so grateful to you for helping us grow this community and would love to learn of all the amazing Latinas who you know are creating the world we thrive in. So reach out to me on social media at Encuentras Your Voice, and let's keep leaning into our authenticity in pride. Help us make Encuentras Your Voice the place where you are 100% represented.